privileges. For the nobles of medieval England, marriage was not a union of love, but a calculated political contract.
This marriage, sanctioned by law, secures the bonds of lineage, ensuring the rightful transfer of property.
The law is clear. The land passes to the eldest male heir.
The marriage contract supersedes your claim, Lord.
It is a forgery!
In this era, titles and vast lands were secured not by conquest, but by the arranged vows of infants.
While modern childhood is a time of play, for medieval children, life was often defined by labor from a very young age. Analyzing these ancient church laws reveals a complex system wherein marriage contracts, even those
Regents are often government or community leaders enforcing laws, policies, and cultural norms. Their role is to prevent.
Legally, marriage in medieval England was less about affection and more about contract. For a child bride, it meant
With this union came a separation, a poignant farewell to her biological family as she stepped into a new beginning.
Trace the lineage once more. It is imperative you understand your position now. You are no longer merely a
child. The future consummation clause in this marriage agreement legally binds the couple immediately, but postpones the actual marriage.
You must manage the household and maintain perfect grades.
Don't forget your social graces.
And above all, be beautiful.
Medieval medicine offered little defense against complications, making childbirth a leading cause of death for noble girls.
Marriage, they say, is a partnership. But in this union, the scales were always tipped, defining every aspect of their life together.
They call me my lady.
Do not touch these, ever! When I give an order out here, you follow it without question. That is how we survive the forest.
And so the chronicler meticulously recorded the union, emphasizing the strategic alliances and stability it brought to the realm.
Education was a privilege, but ultimately a noble girl's life was rarely her own. Duty and inheritance superseded desire.
In this era, a favorable dowry or property settlement often mattered far more than personal happiness or well-being.
We find in Holy Rite the acceptance of this sacred union, blessed by the teachings that bind.
Expectations began early. From playing with dolls to mastering household management.
Hold that tray steady, boy. You will learn obedience, or you will feel my displeasure.
Let's finalize the menu. It must be the chicken. The fish is out of the question.
But I specifically asked for it.
It is decided. We are moving on to the floral arrangements now.
Child marriage was common across all strata of medieval English society, from the affluents depicted here to the humblest villagers.
Did you read this? It's barbaric!
The judge allowed that testimony. It's a travesty. They'll hang her for sure now.
In the eyes of the law, these documents and the assets they represent held precedence. A child, however vulnerable, held no such rights.
The extreme constriction of tight lacing often led to fainting spells, internal damage, and respiratory distress.
A political marriage is a life sentence defined by performance, where the private self slowly erodes under the weight of expectation.
We remember the names of kings their triumphs etched in gold.
Survival hinges not on strength, but on stealth. Here, silence is the only armor you can trust. It's how we disappear in plain sight.
Pick up the basket, woman. Your place is at the stall, not wandering the market freely.
Order in the market reflects the natural order. They must be guided firmly.
Under these regulations, your rights and property are now irrevocably transferred. You are bound by law.
Historians meticulously reconstruct these ancient stories, piecing together fragments of pottery and text, searching for the connections that reveal the past. Such marriages were rarely challenged publicly due to the severe social ostracization, legal repercussions, and violence faced by those involved.
There is but one law. Comply, or you will perish. Your survival depends on it.
You have brought shame upon your household and violated the natural order decreed by God and man. The law finds you guilty.
Noble alliances provided the church with vital protection and resources, enabling the construction of these magnificent cathedrals across the land. With the signing of this contract, the dispute over the ancestral lands is hereby settled. Your marriage secures the inheritance as stipulated by law.
Before memory's first spark, her path was already written.
Fishermen's. The contrast between the solemn Northern European ceremony and the vibrant Italian betrothal highlights the
Today, historians interpret these practices through a multifaceted lens, examining socioeconomic factors and discarding earlier biased perspectives.
The evolution of morality spans millennia, transitioning from ancient codes and religious doctrines to modern.
Perhaps the most disturbing aspect of these tales is their ability to corrupt the innocent. Power hides its cruelty behind the solemn mask of tradition, maintaining order while claiming righteousness. Bound by duty and tradition, a noble girl rarely escaped the unions arranged for her, regardless of her heart's desire.
Lineage demands everything. It steals the laughter of youth and replaces it with the cold silence of duty.
Reputation was everything, and in these shadowed halls, silence was the only armor against ruin.
The shadow of medieval tradition stretched long over women's lives, often forcing them into marriage long before they understood its meaning. Over centuries, the very structure of our laws slowly changed, adapting from physical decrees to the digital age.
Remembering these stories matters today because they teach us who we are and the lessons learned by those who came before us.
Within these royal records lies the human cost, lives spent in endless toil, summarized in ink.
The past is more than dates and documents. It is through the lens of empathy that history truly comes.
They had survived, yes. But here, shackled in the darkness, they understood survival was not the same as freedom.
Tradition asks much of us. But when it normalizes...
Forget the romanticized tales of chivalry. This is the true face of the medieval era.
The heavy stone walls of a castle were formidable defenses, but they also served to conceal the silent suffering hidden within.
They try to silence us by force, but they cannot extinguish the truth. We will continue to speak out against this injustice.
The idealized image of the innocent child has long been cynically deployed by politicians to sell their agendas, promising a better future while focusing on immediate gains.
And sometimes, if you listen closely enough, the past speaks back.
This case reshapes our view of nobility.
In the quiet act of remembrance, we restore dignity to those we have lost, ensuring their legacy endures.
We study the tragedy not to wallow in sorrow, but to find the strength to build a more hopeful society.
Power, when wielded without accountability, inevitably corrupts, leading only to the systematic abuse of the vulnerable.
Age alone did not protect children because societal norms and legal systems often failed to account for their inherent vulnerability and lack of agency.
As the law dictates, my client is entitled to full compensation.
How dare you look at me? I will not tolerate this insolence in my household. Get out!
Historical silence does not erase the past. It merely amplifies the suffering, leaving wounds that time alone cannot heal.
When we open our hearts to the past, the forgotten lives speak to us across time.
The sacred traditions of our ancestors demand this judgment. You are impure, and you must be cast out into the darkness.
Though her life was tragically brief, Jane's story echoes through time. Her enduring history must confront its darkest truths to honor those who suffered in silence.